Well, my past week, yeah, it is recording. Okay, cool. So, few weeks. It's been eventful. I had to write down some stuff because I know I would forget.
There's a lot on that list.
There's quite a bit. There's an ink splot right there too.
What happened? You know what? Tell us about the other stories. What is my problem?
What is
I
your
need
problem?
to stop with the microphone. Okay. What? Just tell us your stories and then you can explain the ink blot.
Okay, the ink blot. Yeah. So Tractor Supply. Tractor Supply has been very eventful for me these past 3 weeks. Yeah, I hate it. Hate it with a passion.
You hate it?
Oh yeah. Recently there was. Whew. Okay, gotta
Somebody
breathe.
die?
Well,
That's how you're acting.
I wish, but I think it would have been better if someone died in my store instead of dealing with these people.
Really? Okay.
So okay. We'll see the stories now. So this lady calls me around 8 o'clock because it was like a Saturday or something like that.
Yeah.
No, it was a Friday. So the lady calls and she's like, "Hey, I was just wondering if you guys have certain feed." And I was like, "Oh yeah, just tell me what you need and stuff like that." And she's like, "I need chick feed, I need horse feed, and I need this feed." And I was like, "Okay, cool. Which one are you looking for?" "I don't care what chick feed, but it has to be the layer pellets." And I was like, "Oh, we have the layer feed." And I was like, "Yeah, we have pellets and we have crumbles." "Okay, cool. And then I tell the rest of the feed and stuff like that. The reason why I brought that one up, the mainly, because that's where where the story gets interesting.
Yeah, okay.
So anyways, so the lady husband comes in because she couldn't come in because she's pregnant, but I didn't know that she was pregnant or not.
Okay.
So man comes in, I haven't seen this man, and then about 3 hours later the phone rings again, and I was like, "Hello, Tractor Supply up in Bosque Farms, this is Carlo." And she's like, "Hey, can I speak to your manager?" And I was like, "Oh, sure, 1 second, let me get her on the phone and stuff like that. Is there anything I can help you with?" And she's like, "No, I'm good." So I put her on hold and stuff like that, and then the manager answers the phone, and she accidentally hangs up.
Accidentally hangs up.
She
Pronoun.
Or the lady.
The manager.
Okay.
Yeah, she accidentally hangs up. So he's like, "Oh well," and then she walks away and stuff like that, and then,
And she doesn't call back?
no, because why would we it doesn't save the numbers on our phones. So anyways, lady calls back again and she's like, "Hello," I'm like, "Tractor Supply up in Bosque Farms, this is Carlo." And she's like, "Okay, can I just speak to the manager?" And I was like, "Okay, 1 second, she's dealing with a customer at the moment. Is there anything I can help you with at the meantime?" "Oh no, you done enough." And I was like, "Oh, okay, well, I'm gonna are you okay with hearing me breathing? Because is that okay with you?" And she's like, "It's perfectly fine. I just need to speak to your manager already." Anyway, so I give the phone to the manager and stuff like that. About 40 minutes passed.
Yeah.
She comes up to me and she's like, "You offended this customer.
What?
You told her that we didn't have the feed." And I was like, "No, I told her what feed I have." And she's like, "No, I know. She said Carlo told me the wrong information about your feed and stuff like that." And she's like, "Oh, what feed are you looking for?" And she said this, that, and the other. And
Pronoun.
went and looked and saw it, and it was all there.
Yeah.
And she said, "Okay, Carlo was right." And she's like, "Well, your employees need to pay attention to what's in our store or not." And then Brittany's like, "Okay, I understand, but it's not Carlo's fault." And she's like, "Okay, anyways." And then she didn't want to accept the fact she was wrong.
Yeah.
But 20 minutes pass later, she starts crying. She said, "I don't know if it's my hormones or not." But she just starts freaking out because she's pregnant, I guess. I guess it really messes with you and really hates blonde boys.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't know.
I wouldn't know either. But yeah, that really upset me. So I was like really cautious to not offend any more customers. So about 2 hours passed. It's almost closing time and stuff like that.
Yeah.
This lady comes. There was a call out. I didn't know there was a call out. He goes in the back, and then she comes back up to me, and she's like, "Hey, Carlo, did you know there was a loadout in the back?" And I was like, "Oh, I didn't hear a call out for that." So I go to the back, and the lady's like, "I've been waiting here for 40 minutes already." And I was like, "Okay, what can I help you with?" And she's like, "I need my stall mats right now." And I was like, "Okay, let me get them." She parks on the other side. Our stall mats are across the store. So these stall mats each weigh 80 pounds each.
Okay.
So big, flobby, 6 wide stall mats were just like across the store. So anyways, I grabbed all 3 of them, put them on a muscle cart, and I push them all the way back to their truck. And she had a horse trailer. So I go to the back, and the horse trailer was locked. So I go back up to the front of the vehicle, and I was like, "Hey, ma'am, can you open up your horse trailer? I'm not allowed to open it, and plus, it's locked." "Okay." So she gets out, but she has a little sun hat on and everything. She goes to the back and she opens it and watches me load it up. She doesn't attempt to help me load this up. So I break one of the stall mats.
Oh, no.
And two.
Oh,
and
you're
then,
supposed to?
No, you're not supposed
No, that
to.
was an
It was an accident because it was like sun damage or something like that. So the lady sighs and rolls her eyes, and I was like, okay, let me get the other one. I broke the second one. So only one got inside the horse trailer. And I said, okay, I'll be back in a minute. And she just rolls her eyes and go back into the truck. So I go and up to the front, and I see another employee. And I was like, I'm not going to name him. But he needed assistance loading up a stock tank. So I was like, okay, I help you load this up if you help me load the stall mats. And he's like, deal. So as I was lifting up the stock tank to put into the guy's truck with the other employee, here comes the lady around the corner, and she says, what the hell is taking you so long? And I was just like, I'm helping him real quick because he's going to assist me with loading up these stall mats because someone else doesn't want to help me. Yeah. So I didn't tell her that. And then she's like, well, hurry up. I've been out there for 50 minutes already. And I was like, okay, ma'am. And then I was like, on the way back, we loaded up the stall mats and stuff like that. And I was like, telling him, the employee, I was like, I hate old white country ladies who own horses. And he's like, why is that? So we go to the back, and she's complaining the whole time. She's like, I've been here for 50 minutes already. You guys are taking way too long. You assist other customers while I'm back here. And then I'm just like agreeing with her. I'm like, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That's very nice. Cool, cool, cool. Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. And then...
That's the way I like it.
That's the way I like it. Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. But anyways, so we do all that and stuff like that. And then as the customer drives away, I said, leave a nice review if we assisted you correctly or not. And she's like, I don't want to hear it from you. And I was like, okay. And then as we walk away, my employee I was working with, he was like, oh, I can see why you hate old white horse ladies now. Because they are. They're all stuck up little people. It's annoying.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, I didn't take a breath during that whole thing, and my mouth is completely dry.
Yeah, that's fine. Let me tell my story.
Okay.
Okay. This literally happened last night, by the way.
Oh, okay.
So, Twyla, yeah, okay, so me and her found this dog.
Uh-huh.
Right? We're not sure. It was like a boxer or something.
I got you.
Yeah, we couldn't tell exactly what it was, but what it was doesn't matter. But it got stuck around this pole.
Okay.
So I was driving away from her apartment, and I'm like, I see like my lights from my car like light up these two little eyes on the side of the road, and I questioned myself. I was like, did I just see a dog attached to a post? Oof. So as I was like going down the stairs, I called Twyla and I said, do you want to go check on this, see if there's actually a dog out there? And so she said, so I went back and helped her. Mm-hmm. So I turned around and I went back and helped to the apartment to help her. Turns out there was this dog attached to one of those posts, like the wooden ones, the like electricity posts, right?
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah. Nobody was around.
Uh-huh.
But it turns out it was one of those dogs that's like, you know how there's like a stake in the middle of the yard, and then there's like they're like on this lead.
Oh, they put him on a chain with the stake in the middle of the ground. Yeah, I got
like you. One of those. But he escaped.
Okay.
The thing that was the lead was broke.
Uh-huh.
It was like wire or something, and I don't know how he managed to do it. But then he somehow also managed to get himself stuck on that wooden post.
Oof.
I don't know how long he was there for.
Uh-huh.
But he could not go anywhere. So he turned out to be really friendly.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And this was at like 10:30 at night.
Yeah.
So we get the dog, we untangle him from the post. We decided this was somebody's dog. We don't want to just leave it out here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do the humane thing.
Do the humane thing. So turns out animal control closes. That's a thing that happens.
It does?
Yeah.
Okay. What?
Animal control and shelters, they all closed, so that was extremely inconvenient.
Yeah.
So we couldn't call somebody to come get the dog. So me and Twyla were standing out there trying to figure out what the heck to do with this dog. And she posted pictures of him on Facebook.
Oh, that's that dog I saw. Okay.
Yeah, it's that one, yeah. So she posted pictures of him on Facebook and asked for advice. but nobody really knew what to do.
Yeah.
So eventually, this really nice lady, this coworker of hers who saw pictures, she said, "Do you want to borrow a kennel?" So Twyla said, "Yeah, sure." So the lady brought over the kennel to the apartment, and so we took the dog inside.
Mm-hmm.
Had to put him in a kennel because she already has a boxer and like a cat, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we can't exactly just put a random dog in the apartment with them.
Yeah.
So then we take the kennel, put it inside the apartment, set it up. Oh, I'm actually standing outside with the dog while she's doing this. And then we take the dog inside, set up the kennel, put him inside, give him some water. Turns out somehow in the middle of the night he escaped. Okay. He escaped the kennel. It was broken, but I thought, Twyla thought that she latched it, like, she improvised. She, like, tied that leash around it so that it couldn't open. Okay. So, it broke out in the middle of the night and decided to pee everywhere. Inside the apartment. Oof. So, I mean, I wasn't there for this. This is what she told me this morning. And, yeah, I can only imagine it didn't smell great. No, I would imagine. So she had to clean that up. And, and then she had to wait till 9 o'clock, which is when the shelter opens, to take the dog back to the shelter. Oof. So, yeah, that's where that story ends. So it was quite an adventure. So the place where it was caught in the fencing wasn't a household of any sort? It was outside of a fence that had other dogs in it, but we knew it didn't come from there because those dogs weren't on the lead thing. Maybe that was just one bad dog. I don't know. I don't think so. It was a very sweet dog. Didn't bite any of us. Oh, okay. Then I wonder why it's on a leash. Yeah, I don't know. But some people are just lazy with dogs and they don't take care of them. Oh yeah, but there were two other dogs on that side of the fence. We knew he didn't come from there because for one, those dogs didn't have leads. Yeah. For two, there was a fence, and dogs with leads like that don't usually have yards with fences. Gotcha. So they can't escape, right? And there was no way that it would be able to get out of that. Oof. So we have no idea where he came from. So have you ever got any news lately, or? No, I don't think we will. Just hope something happens for the dog. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Because I saw a couple of comments on her Facebook post whenever I was going through Facebook, but I don't know if that led anywhere. They were like praying for his safety. Oh yeah, yeah. Kind of thing. Like, yeah, great. This isn't your dog then. I didn't need this. Dog. I was wondering who the dog owner is. I didn't care. Okay, cool. Thanks. Goodbye. Well, that's kind of a sad story. Yeah, a little bit. Just a tad. Well, then my question is to you, sir. Let's see. What do I have written down over here? I don't know. I can't read your handwriting. Yeah. Just kidding. Okay, so speaking of animals, what animal would you fight personally? Not like a dog, any household animals, but something that's exotic. What animal would you fight personally? Like get in a fist fight with? Get in a fist fight, like a kangaroo type of status. But not a kangaroo, unless you want to fight a kangaroo. No, I don't want to fight a kangaroo. I think I would want to fight to show how manly I am. Yeah, because I'm huge. I'm a big boy. Oh, yeah. I'm thick. But to show how manly I am, I would fight a honey badger. Honey badger? Oh yeah, have you seen those? Those things they're tiny. They're tiny, but they can withstand anything. Yeah? There was one video of a honey badger going into a beehive. All the bees were just on it, stinging him, and he was just eating away. He didn't care. And then there was another video of a snake rappelling him up. Yeah. Into a very tight bind and injecting poison into him. Yeah. So he passed out for a little bit, but he just woke back up and then he just got out of the bind and ate the snake. Whoa. So honey badgers just don't care and they would do anything for food. So to show how manly you are, if you can fight a honey badger, if you can take down a honey badger, I think you get boy points, huge boy points for that. I'm just picturing you in a boxing ring with a honey badger. You both have boxing gloves little Mac type status. Where just jump off the thing. That'd be dope. Yeah. I don't know. I can't think of any animal that I'd be willing to fight or that would be. That's a really hard decision.
I think honey badger is the one.
Honey badger?
Yeah, that has to be the one.
I don't know.
Would you see to fight a sea creature? Oop, my apologies.
No.
You want to fight a sea creature?
I've suddenly developed this weird phobia of the ocean. Did it stop recording?
No, it's still going.
It's still going?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I
It
don't
just looks small on the wave track because, I don't know.
It's this whole Shark Fest thing on TV that, you know what, I can't. So I can't
You're
find
afraid of sharks and moths?
and
Moth sharks?
Moth sharks.
If that
Think
shark
of nightmares.
eating through my clothing. Just stinking up the place, swarming my face when I turn on a light. Moth sharks. But they have like little water fish bowls on their heads.
Bowls on their heads.
And they're just like... It's like, what's that? My gym partner's a monkey.
Oh, I've seen that.
So it had like the one shark bully where you had the little 2 cups of water right here.
That's an old show.
That one's really good. I enjoyed that. After watching it, because whenever I slept over at a friend's house, when watching it, I didn't know how annoying it was.
Yeah.
But it was so good when I was little, but it was so annoying. 80% of it was him screaming. Really? Every episode, 80% of it was just an animal screaming or the boy screaming.
I don't even remember it.
It's really...
It's such an old show.
It's good. It's
good. It was like just...
It was during the Cat Scratch era. Have you watched that?
Cat Scratch. No, but it was during the...
Camp Lazlo, too.
Oh, yeah. Camp Lazlo, and then... What's that one? It was really popular. Miss something for Foster...
Home for Imaginary Friends.
Yeah. Miss Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends.
That one was a really good one.
Yeah,
that's
a good one.
where
it
I
was
got...
around that time, yeah.
That's where I got my imaginary friend. Sadly, his name was Blue. Because I thought I was cool. Yeah. Just like Blue.
Is that where your imaginary friend came from, or do you...
Well, okay, so I think it came... Did you have an imaginary friend?
I didn't, no.
Okay, well, I really didn't say it was imaginary friend. It was more like I wanted to have an imaginary friend, but I knew it wasn't an imaginary friend because I knew those didn't exist. But it would be cool to have one.
So you made an imaginary friend just to be cool?
To have an imaginary friend, hoping it was an imaginary friend, but it wasn't an imaginary friend.
Did you talk to it?
No.
No?
I just act like I had one. It was kind of weird to explain. Like, I didn't go, yeah, uh-huh. It was more like, there could be someone sitting here, but there's not.
More like a ghost?
Yeah, type of situation.
I saw some weird thing somewhere. I don't remember where, but it was like, right now, at this moment in time, a ghost could be humping you, and you wouldn't even know.
But why?
Exactly.
Why would you tell me that?
Well, now you...
Is he at least...
Just be aware of that
At least
now.
the ghost is enjoying it?
Yes, and you wouldn't know.
I mean, at least he or she is getting pleasure out of it.
Okay. That's a weird twist. That's the weird way to think
I mean, I would be happy if the ghost was getting pleasure out of it. Why would you want him not to have pleasure from humping you?
Okay. So
that means you're unattractive. You're very
some
unattractive.
random person on the street came up to you and
okay, that's different. That's different because I know someone's humping me.
Oh, okay. At least they're getting pleasure out of it.
It's like a rape victim being like, yeah, this is okay.
Yeah.
But not wanting it at the same time. Like, at least he's enjoying it.
Yes, do you understand? Do you hear that?
Okay, I take my statement back.
Okay.
That was really bad.
Carlo wants to be humped by ghosts.
I mean... Okay, quick question about social experiments. Would you do a social experiment with your baby? Not putting chemicals into him.
Yeah, okay. That's not
like
a social experiment, but...
Well, that could be a social experiment.
That sounds like an experiment.
Experiment. Okay, then social experiment with food. Mm-hmm. So, like, if you feed your child breakfast for dinner and dinner for dessert, would this child...
You mean dessert for dinner and dinner for dessert?
Yes.
Yes.
Would this child develop not a habit, but a natural evolution towards, like, having dessert as a dinner? So, where, like, sometimes for, like, dinner, you'll have it, like, eat chocolate cake, and then you'll go, oh, I hate chocolate cake. And it's like... And then it's like, whenever you give it dessert, it's like a steak dinner. And he's like, yes, mashed potatoes. So it's like, you know what I mean? What if you switch it up with this kid? Would it work that way?
I feel as though, like, that kid would be able to identify sweet from like umami taste.
What do you mean by that?
Like I mean, like it'll be able to know that sweet is not like a dinner when the umami flavor is dinner.
Okay, I got you. I know what you mean now.
Umami, savory, salty.
Yeah, I got you now. Yeah. So you think, well, and then it leads to the question because some parents, whenever they get hurt, as like the kid gets hurt, like it falls and hurts itself.
Yeah.
Some parents just laugh.
Yeah.
Just to make sure the kid knows it's like okay to cry, but you don't need to cry for everything. Mm-hmm. So parents do that.
Yeah.
So can you teach your kid every time he gets hurt just to cry instead of laughing instead of crying?
I would say, okay, kids, what they do, they rely a lot on adults' reactions to things.
Uh-huh.
So if you were to see like a spider and show your kid like the spider, you pick up the spider, like, look at this spider, it's so cool. The kid would get excited about it because you think the spider is cool.
Yeah.
Instead of being afraid of it. So if you get scared by the spider, the kid will be scared of spiders because he sees your reaction is being afraid of spiders. So if you laugh at pain, the kid will probably laugh at pain as well.
What would you do that for every pain? Like if he gets stabbed in the gut, would he just laugh instead?
I don't think so.
I think he would, because if he goes through his whole life and not crying and just laughing.
Just weird. Like, okay, at a funeral.
Oh, God. It's just like, she's dead! It's like. But that would be dope at the same time.
But then they look at you like you're the insane person.
Well, I'm not the kid laughing. It's my child who's laughing.
But you're the one who taught the kid to laugh at funerals.
I didn't teach the kid. You have no proof.
No, but if
except
it's
this,
your
don't
kid,
listen to this.
Don't listen to the thing we're specifically making for people and wanting people to listen to.
Don't listen to it.
Just listen to it.
Just listen to it. Yeah, it won't hurt.
It won't hurt.
It won't hurt. But also, I think it would work. I think I might do that if I have a child.
Good luck with that, Carlo. I wish you the best. If anybody's actually willing to watch all this all the way through, listen to this. Podcasts are good to listen to while you're studying.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like a leisure kind of thing, like background noise. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I recommend it. I listen to a few podcasts while I'm, like, reading my book, even though it's kind of like you're reading and then you're listening and it kind of hits itself. But it actually works if you're doing, like, math problems or doing something with a big, long equation. Yeah. It gives you a little bit of a distraction and it doesn't make you, like, go star crazy for a certain subject. Because
for me, I can't, like, dedicate my entire conscience into watching this podcast. Yeah. Because then I get bored of it, right? Mm-hmm.
So you have to be doing something while listening to it.
Yeah. And a lot of people don't really know that.
Mm-hmm.
Or really feel like they can do that. But it's completely possible.
We recommend it.
Yes, because our last podcast got 2 views.
Yeah, just listen to it.